Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. There. Welcome Tag, welcome Alyosha, welcome Scurvy, welcome Rambro. Good to see you all. You started working out again, your legs are dead. Well good on you for working out though, that's really good. Good on you. Okay, I am back. Take that! And I'm feeling much better today. Had some health stuff going on, and yeah, I feel really good today. So, we're going to play some Ace Attorney Investigations. We'll start case 3, and then I'll switch over to some Mario Kart, because I've been wanting to play that for a while. Well, I wanted to get back to that for a while, so that's what we're going to do. Oops, there's a couple of things I forgot to check. Let me just do that quickly, and then we'll get started. Quality options. Do we have quality options? Let's see. Yep, looks like we do. Excellent. Thank you, Twitch. Okay. Yeah, my hip's pretty good today. So that's good. Alright. Yes, the last time we finished case 2, it was an interesting case, actually. I like how it went. So, kidnapped turnabout. Let's begin. March 13, 10:11 AM. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. It is using that suitcase. Oh, yuck. Well, that's a thing to use that for. Hey, it's Raya. Welcome. Would I say my hips don't lie? Yes. Alright, we just started this case. It's a kidnapping, apparently. I don't know who's been kidnapped yet. We'll find out. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper. Which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Welcome to Gatewaterland! Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Why are its eyes inexistent? Non-existent. Ugh. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Ah, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello? Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. So, this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Edgeworth speaking. God, that suitcase. It's so bright. It's so gaudy. You love that Edgeworth is used to the badger. You're the same way. Uncanny Valley isn't that scary at all. It's scary to me. Next, come to the haunted house. Oh god, speaking of scary. And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. What does Edgeworth have to do this drop-off? I guess we'll find out. I've arrived. Go inside. Lovely place. What a dismal place. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? Yeah, seems like it. Leave the money and go. Now. Nah. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Oh, the... it was a trap. The badger. 11:23 a.m. That guy. Betrayed. No. Can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split. Police. Alright. In front of... Meet up. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Well, this is off to a start. Jeez. Yeah. Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Aha. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope. I'm after something much, much bigger. She has like a key through her hair. It's interesting. I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Great thief? And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, okay? Good. Glad that's settled. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder. Should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and ice glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. That's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. So this is Kay Faraday. I've heard of her. Yes, from this point on, I haven't played this game. I haven't seen this game. I've played the first two cases years ago, but I haven't seen anything from here onwards. Yeah, I've heard of this character, but haven't seen her before. Oh, we can badge her. Let's badge her. Don't surprise me like that. I can't believe you're just shoving things in my face. I mean, aren't there more pressing things you'd rather ask little old me? She has a point. I should probably find out more about my mysterious saviour first. What's this? Gatewater Land pamphlet. Map and explanation of park attractions listed. Now, let's have a look-see. Stadium, Haunted House, Wild Wild West and Main Gate. So it's Gatewater Land. So that's kind of cool. They mentioned this amusement park in, was it the second Ace Attorney game or the third? Where the Gatewater franchise has like really grown and they made their own amusement park. Well, now we get to visit it. That's cool. Check out this. Okay. I can see now why people are scared of the badger, by the way. Yikes. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I am the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? She just saved you, Edgeworth. What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your saviour. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Yep. The most righteous of the righteous. The legendary great thief. But the title was only recently succeeded to me. So I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it. There's just no reasoning with a prosecutor. I'm not the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing? And what would that be? But that's going to have to wait until we find our way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So, you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor? Ah, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Aha! Now I remember! How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Alright, then Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you! La la la! Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. Isolation room. Well, there's boxes. Can we just stack those up and climb up? Hey, Counting. Welcome. Let's talk to Kay. Nothing left to say. Show her my badge again. Hey, don't you think getting out of here is more important right now? You can ask me about that later. I suppose she's right. Bloody badgers. What is this? Looks like the Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Bad Badger's head. Now let's have a look at that. Costume separate into head and body. The head was left in the isolation room. Okay. What's this? Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Ah, but we do have a way. Right here. Ah, there was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who's this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So, why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Langzi says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. Yeah. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here, post haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you. Eventually. You. What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. Okay. Gonna need a better voice for Lang. Yeah, I'll have to see what he looks like to get more of an idea of who he is. Yeah. They're holding a blue badger photo rally. You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the blue badger, it's his whole family too. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize. A posh prize. Take a picture of every member of the badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that. That's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. Badger photo rally. Wow, we're actually going to collect them all. Oh, is it the same dialogue? Looks like it. Waverly Hills Sanitarium. Ah, what's that from? Some paint. Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint help in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out coloured smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about, and call the cops. Actually that may not be all that great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger? You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you'd better study up on the whole badger clan with this. What is this thing? Think of it as a bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Proto-badger, the very first badger. Yeah, proto-badger creeps me out. Bad badger, a vile criminal with a gun. Oh yeah, couldn't read that past the text. Blue badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pink badger, note her unique pink bow. Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. A lot of badgers so far in this case. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the badger family's home. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all those cases they solved. They have all the power of the state, and they use it to make a theme park. It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. That's good. You like the one with sunglasses most? Which one was that? Was that the... yeah, the bad badger. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I've inspected blah 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 blah. I suppose this is the pink badger. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink, yes, and her lips are red. See, lipstick? What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon? Or is that too obvious? That classic thing of the girl one's the pink one. You know, got something in my eye. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, same dialogue. Oh, so there's a key there. I'll look at that last though, because I'm assuming that's the key to the door. This is that blue badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off of the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this Badger, Kate? Huh, I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it! I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. Hey Kimberly, how are ya? Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Louisville, Kentucky is a place that's apparently haunted. Ah, okay. There you go for it, I guess. Did Damon Gart make the Blue Badger? Nah, thankfully not. It's it was that guy we keep seeing sitting in the police department. We never got his name. They just call him Chief, don't they? Look, it's the Blue Badger. I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. I can't stand him. What in them? Why is she suddenly beating the Blue Badger's image up? He's got the word badge right in his name. How bad is that for a girl like me? And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I'd better be careful, or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. And what have we here? Ah! Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Ooh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Very helpful. The something is what is relevant to my interest. Pointing if the dialogue was different. Anything else to look at around here? Nope. Don't think so. Man, why do they have to put the windows so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Ah, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Man, why do they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we'd need some sort of foothold. I'm guessing we're going to unlock one of these lockers with a key. Gonna save. Haven't saved yet. I wonder if we can try the key in this door? It seems that we won't be able to open this by ourselves. It also seems quite thick, so we can't just break it down. There must be another way out of here. A lot of things in our organiser. Badger photo rally. There's only one of each badger in the park. Try to get the whole badger family. What do you get if you get them all? Blue Badger Bible. Book detailing info on the whole Badger family. Very important stuff here. Lockers and tiny key. Also got costumes. Lockers and key. Oh, really? Aw, sad. That didn't work. Oh. What the hell's the key for then? I'll start showing you stuff. Ah, she's got more to say. Okay. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with 2 kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the $1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. Yeah. Also, let's show you stuff. Badger. Nope. Badger. Badger, badger, badger. Badger. Played a lot of the Fire Emblem today. 3 Houses. Cool. I've heard a lot of positive things about that one. People seem to be really enjoying it, so that's cool. Aha. Oh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers are in from there. Blah blah blah, I won't rest until... He says that every time. Ooh, a ladder going down to the basement? Is that what I think it is? It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. The panel is held in place by a hook. Okay. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean that I can probably assume that these 2 rooms are very similar in structure. Ah, there we go, we can use this trapdoor. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Yeah, I bet there's a... Whoops. But there's a trapdoor in this room too. Alright. I want to move this tarp. Oop. Good to get confirmation that there's nothing left to do there. Okay, help me move this tarp. No? FE 3 Houses borrows a lot from Persona. Okay, that's kind of cool. Blue Badger photo rally, yeah. How? Did I get a logic point? Aha, there we go. And I assume maybe we use the key with it? Nope, okay. How rude! Okay. Just want to move this tarp. Right, just double checking if I could actually inspect the lockers, but I can't. Maybe I can try and use the boxes. Ah, sorry to hear that counting. Hopefully your copy of it arrives soon, of Three Houses. Wrong button. Got the special edition? Ah, what's in the special edition? Try to use the boxes. No, I feel like we should be using the trapdoor, but I don't know how to get that point. How to get Edgeworth to do that. No? Okay. Hold in place with a hook. This looks like where the hook is. Maybe I have to move this. This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over to and out the window if we climbed this. Good thinking! And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. That's not where I'm going with this, Edgeworth. Up you go, Kay, and good luck. Count on it. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go. I was waiting for a thud noise. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. Okay, that's what I needed. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know. Logic. An art book, CD, a desk calendar for next year that has the birthdays of the in-game characters on it. Oh, that's cool. That's a cute little detail. This hook on this beam. You know I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on. Even you have to admit when something's just not possible. Ha! I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose. Really? Like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. Oh, I get it. We didn't notice its existence all this time, because it was being hidden by this tarp. Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Yay! I figured out how to get them to do the things. Edgeworth trolling Kay. Now this is what I call a treasure. Yeah, I don't think we need that anymore. Or until it asks me for a key. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom. Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch. Alright. This thing is locked down tight. And now we have to use the key. Aw, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Ah. I was trying to expect the beam again, but I don't think we can expect that anymore. Press my logic button. What happens if we die here? What happens if we die here? What kind of weird ending will we get? I kind of want to know, actually. Let's find out, chat. Will the kidnapper come back and kill us, maybe? Or we'll just stay in here forever and starve to death? I must find out. How? I've got to find out these things. I'm curious. Curiosity killed the Edgeworth. Lockers and costumes! This is going to take a lot of wrong answers. They make you play Devil May Cry 2. That's quite the punishment indeed. They have to wait for Lane to get them out, presumably. Ah, yeah. He didn't seem too worried about him. about Edgeworth, so that's gonna be a while. It'd be funny if they just didn't make an ending for this part, because I didn't expect anyone to die here. The ending should just say, how did you manage that? Have we met Lang yet? We talked with him on the phone, but I don't know what he looks like yet or anything about him, so... All I know is he's an Interpol agent. He also doesn't seem to like us very much. Rip. I admit defeat. I can't seem to find a way out. Looks like our only choice is to wait, huh? Ugh, but we were so close. A few hours later, Kay and I were freed by the police. Thus the truth was lost for all eternity. That's kind of nonsensical, isn't it? We're freed by the police. I don't know, bad ending. That's pretty funny. They didn't exaggerate FETH's length. You'll say that much. It's long. Ah, okay. Kay's name is fairly easy to work out. K refers to key, and Faraday as in a Faraday cage, which is a type of security device. Ah, okay. I'd heard the term Faraday, but I couldn't actually remember what it was. Yeah, we got some profiles to look at. Gumshoe. Usual old Gumshoe, same thing. Ernest Amano, age 51, gender male. Benefactor when I studied abroad in Germany. Director of the Amano Group. Lance Amano, son of Ernest Amano. Victim of the kidnapping. I knew him when he was a child. Age 21. Kay Faraday, age 17, gender female. Self-reported great thief. She suddenly appeared, but why was she stalking me? Shilong Lang, age 27, gender male. An Interpol agent. He is in charge of this kidnapping case for some odd reason. So Edgeworth has his very own sidekick now. Oh, alright. Tiny key, underground entrance! I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Ah, gotcha! Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom will be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open. And now... wait! What? Ah! Are you alright? Kay? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Ah, I can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way! I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Ah! Now we use the ladder to get out the window. Yay! Hang on, I want to talk to her first. I finally got the door to the underground area open. Kay, I just want to confirm with you that there wasn't an exit down there. Yeah, it was really cramped, and there was a lot of really large machinery. I see. Are you hurt at all? I'm perfectly fine. I was just a little surprised when the ladder suddenly slipped out from under me. I wonder if this ladder can be put to some use. Examine. Ah, okay. Edgeworth has earned his own mire. Yeah. Ladder and lockers. I figured out how we will escape this prison, Kay. Oh? So, how are we going to bust out? It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Ah, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? Grr. Alright, now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Sorry, Edgeworth. Kidnappers who held me hostage, and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. "12:11 PM, Wild Wild West area." Sliding down the pole. It looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, and thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth. Gumshoe? Yeah. I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was going to give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's... Count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. 98, 99. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Oh. Ah, is this Lang? Heh. What the heck do you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Shifu! Shifu! You are Agent Lang, I take it. You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? What's Shifu? Is that an untranslated thing, or is that just... Not sure, actually. Spider crab sunglasses. What spider crab sunglasses? I didn't notice what he was wearing. Grrr. Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Sheena. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. Just exchanging business cards. You'll see that just now. That is the proper way for two people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zengfa. Apparently this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliché. Oh. Shifu is Chinese for teacher. Ah, okay. Shilong Lang means something utterly grandiose like Great Tiger Wolf. He has great music too. Yeah, I like his music actually, it's good. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackley Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca in a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go on back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? And why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? I don't know, maybe he knew Manfred von Karma. That would be a good reason to dislike prosecutors. Alright, men. Good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed! Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble. Understand? Wait! Mr. Edgeworth? It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Good night, Azrael. Thanks for hanging out. Like this music, it's good. Man, I can't calmly do any stealing at all with that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. So, what are you going to do about your investigation into the kidnapping? Good question, since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now. This makes things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go! But you're a self-purported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any ordinary great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after one and only one thing. And what is that? Does this take place before the first case? Because I thought the Yatagarasu was the person who held us up at gunpoint, but she's clearly not that person. What is this one and only one thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labelled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once the target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be. Can it? Hey, check out my badge. If I had one of these, I could be a prosecutor too, right? Don't even think of stealing this from me. If it's that important to you, then why don't you wear it on your lapel? Why should I have to label myself as a prosecutor everywhere I go? I forgot to put on my badge today. Oh well. Australian accent suits her surprisingly well too. Ah, nice. Ah, really? Okay, cool. I'll keep an eye out counting. I need some more water. And why does everyone ask that question of me? That's what I'd like to know. Show you stuff. I really love theme parks. Too bad we're not here to have a fun time. So, why did you choose this one? And why choose to show yourself to me of all people? Because I was tailing you, silly. Duh. You were following me? But why? Interesting. What do you think about this? If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off of my lines. Alright. I'll return it to you. Here you go. I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now. That's pretty fun. Come on, the Badger family is waiting for us to find and take pictures of them. And remember, you have to yell Badger get each time or it doesn't count. They even have a rule for when you take their pictures? Tell me about it. I was planning to steal all of my shots, as any proper great thief should. Does the concept of stealing permeate every aspect of this girl's life? It's a book of information about my archenemy, the Blue Badger. But I won't lose to the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm gonna write a tome of thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth? The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition. Doesn't have anything to say about why she was tailing us? Okay. Come show! Great job, detective. Sir! For losing sight of me and the kidnapper, and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir? I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Yeah, see? You can't blame Francisca when you also cut his salary. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21-gun salute now or later? Bum, 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 bum. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead, with an army of his own agents? That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? Item get and all that, yeah. Yeah, I think of is it the Japanese version of Mario Sunshine, where it says Shine Get? Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. What? Oh. Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me. It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we've got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You'd better stay fast on your feet. No way. I won't. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl. Oh. Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? Mr. Amano? Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair, just after you've returned. For you, Mr. Amano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. Think nothing of it. Has he just got money tied around his waist? As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. Manfred. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. So who's the old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Well, hold on there. Then what happened to all that money? I believe the $1 million has been stolen, and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Amano. I'm gonna go look around first. I'm worried that the story will lock me out of stuff. It's an old-fashioned rocking chair, the kind that makes you feel instantly at ease. There's something written here. A soothing 10-minute sitting for only $100? I see. Reverse psychology. Make it so expensive that no one would dare sit on it. I want to go in the saloon. Yeah. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. Ugh. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. I highly doubt I'll find a clue in here, but I might as well check, just to be sure. Ugh, this barrel sure is heavy. You there, do you know what's inside of this thing? It's the emergency water supply for putting out fires. I see. Well, they certainly are well prepared. Examine the pole. No, okay. The pipe. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Same thing? Okay. This horizontal bar is used for tying up horses. Apparently, you can ride real horses at the Cowboys Ranch area just up ahead. Is it possible that the culprits have already escaped with the help of a stolen horse or two? Under Agent Lang's orders, we already rounded up all the horses, and every last one has been accounted for. Agent Lang is good, although I won't go so far as to say I'm impressed just yet. Gotta earn that. It's an empty barrel. I'd venture to guess that its only purpose is to set the mood. It's a cactus, and there's something written here on this sign. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. Is that from Marshall? Some sort of tracks were left in the mud here thanks to the rain. They look like tyre tracks. Too bad they're destroying the Wild West atmosphere they worked so hard to create. The tyres on whatever made these probably got pretty muddy as well. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, okay. Oh my god, it's a badger! Amano has long ears because long ear lodes are representative of wealth and prosperity in Japanese and Buddhist iconography. Ah, okay. Thanks, counting. Interesting. That wriggling. I just can't bring myself to call it dancing. I want to take a photo. Oh god. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. They almost look like they're ready to jump out into the real world and gallop away. Almost being the key word. Now, talk to you. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy! I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Romano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. You definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Check out my badge. Ah, seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred. Throw the badge away. Throw it in the bin. Now, he was one fine prosecutor, the best of the best. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. I sense that you don't really want to talk about him. How I feel about him. It's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. Your hard countenance, I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. But mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do. Ugh. I don't like this guy. Oh, that looks to be something with quite a bit of value. But then all things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deep into the unknown can we become true winners in this world, Miles. Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make me a winner here. It's information. Show him everything, because we don't have many things. Might as well show them all. Show them all. Alright. Finish talking to him now. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behaviour. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He is very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Mr. Romano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So, you still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I'd better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by, twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Romano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped. Which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Which one? Okay, I guess we have Kay as our partner. Wild Wild West. So what should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there! Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off. I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I am not working for Wolf Boy! Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No! Oh, they dragged him away. Boy, have I got just the job for someone of your talents. Well, that was exciting. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you're trying to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know? Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. Ha! You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Alright. Yes? Okay, what do you think about the kidnapping? Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me. Ah, that's right. I never did explain this situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself. And that's when I found you tied to a pole, screaming, "No! Can you please drop that already?" Also, check out my badge. Ah, same dialogue as before. Alright. Have a look around. Done talking to him. I'll go inspect those tracks again. Can we get a photo with you this time? Hey, it's the Blue Badger! Badger, get! I really don't understand why she is so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again. Aha! Oh no, it's Meekins. Oh, not Meekins. He's so annoying. Okay, he doesn't have a loudspeaker this time, so he'll be less annoying. Ah, you've uncovered my undercover identity, sir. I was to remain under that head, sir. Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins, reporting for duty, sir. This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. Then I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir, it's such an honour. Now, if you're on the trail, what have you found? How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But however, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it too. I patrolled the park, all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. It contradicts the badge. Your testimony contradicts this piece of evidence. I'm just a little patrolman, so I don't understand what you're talking about, sir. I can't say I get it either. Yarg, this isn't what I was looking for. I'm sorry, officer, but could you please repeat what you said one more time? Of course, sir. I'd be honoured to repeat myself as many times as needed, sir. Almost a whole little hour, didn't see any suspicious looking, did see a badger, blue badger. As I thought, what you said just now is contradictory to the facts. Okay, so what exactly is so contradictory, Mr. Edgeworth? So there's only supposed to be one badger around the place. Yeah. And he's currently the blue badger, so there shouldn't be another one. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. What, sir? Then that would mean that there are two blue badgers walking around. But why? Yeah. Sir, I'm undercover as a blue badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir. I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape. I knew it. I was right to go for the much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose it a lot, and I just know I'm going to lose it for real one of these days, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop is one donut short of a baker's dozen. I know. Believe me, I know. Pamphlet. Okay. Also check all the evidence. Drip, drop, little by little, our privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir. But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses. Ooh, like what? Like this! Great! Now I know what your new pose will be! Look, sir! I've successfully stolen his pose in speaking style, sir! That's nice, Kay. Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir? That was written by experts on the Badger family, sir, and it's very, very thorough. It doesn't matter that I was made the Blue Badger only a little while ago, sir. That book helped me memorize every name of every badger, sir. It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. Alright, see ya, Meekins. It's a set of tyre tracks originating from the garage. Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some time, right? Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that if it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Okay. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. I don't get to add the tracks to my logic or anything? Okay. Look! There's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. If these were real, I wonder what you'd put in them. Water would be the obvious answer. But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really liked the strange taste. Look who's making fun of them now. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie horses to? Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment. Ah, and here I was hoping I would get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. Indeed. Ooh, footprints. Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being hurled in there. Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground is already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprint samples. You know what? I bet if we followed them we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'll be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. I don't think it will be that easy. Why not? Look carefully, there are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals! I'd think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these. Oh, come on, lighten up, will you? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding in here, right in front of 2 officers. I certainly hope not. Alright. Is the footprint again? Yeah. Yeah. Costumes of the Badger family are kept here, and there's a second blue badger. So I guess we'll put these 2 together. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Grr. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are... a blue badger, a proto-badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those three. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh? Yeah. Oh, do the costumes have shoes? Let's try putting these together. Just try and fit the pieces together, see if they fit. Now that we know the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of the badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. Yeah. Hang on, we got something new in our organiser. Stolen costumes. The kidnappers stole 3 costumes. A blue, a proto, and a bad badger. Yeah. Take a look at these footprints again. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here. They both do look like possible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. Ah, it just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed toward the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth! I've got him! I've got one of the culprits! Oh no! I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Down key. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something. That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir! Roger Wilco, sir! Let's open this shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Ah! Oh dear. What in the... It always turns into a murder investigation. Every time. We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Romano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly, before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage, and right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until blah 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 blah. Okay. This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice. It is worth something after all. Is it made of star platinum? It ain't a case without a dead body. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Every time. Oh, and look! There's something written on the back. Colin Devore. It's a name. Colin Devore. But this man's name is... As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. Nice! I knew you could figure it out! It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. I can't look at the vehicle? Okay. Look at our findings. Victim, Deacon, shot from abdominal through shoulder. Abdomen through shoulder. Ah, thanks for following. Name number? Oliver Deacon, age 50. Time of death, pending autopsy. Swap that. There we go. Cause of death. Preliminary findings indicate loss of blood resulting from a gunshot wound. Entry point, lower right abdomen. Exit point, right shoulder. It was a weird angle he was shot at. Remarks. Despite the fact that the fatal bullet went clean through the body, there is very, very little blood at the site where the body was found. Okay. What can we deduce? I deduce he was moved here. What logic have we got? Victim was a kidnapper. That's all we got. Okay. So maybe the costume soaked up all the blood? Maybe he was shot while he was in costume. Eureka! This piece of evidence alone solves this whole case. Really? You think so? Because, to be honest, I don't really see how it solves anything. You must be confused jumping from a kidnapping to a murder. Yeah, that's it. I can't believe I made such a large blunder. That even this little girl could point it out. Alright, well that ain't it. Not really much to look at, eh? 2 gunshot wounds. What's the name on the horse? Colin Devore. Colin Devore. Is that connected to anything? Don't think so. Not really seeing that name anywhere. Yeah. Maybe I need some more evidence. Hey, Kay. It appears that this case has taken a turn for the unexpected. I'll say, I was shocked to open that shutter and find a dead body inside. I suppose most people would be, since the average person rarely runs across a corpse. Wait, you just compared me to a normal person, didn't you? I'll have you know that I'm... Sorry, I suppose I should have recognized that you're a thief, correct? No, I'm a great thief. And a great thief is not surprised by anything. Got it? Apparently, with great thievery comes great loss of short-term memory. Looks like there's another thief afoot. Only if we assume that this is not your handiwork. Are you kidding? You know that the Blue Badger is enemy number 1 to me. Can you imagine me ever being on good terms with that thing? Actually, it's surprisingly easy. Yeah, nothing interesting there. Okay. Maybe this guy knows something. Mr. Romano, this body. Yes, that's my butler, Oliver. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Okay, I was hoping I could show him in, like, the pendant or something. What a peculiar car. Yeah, from the look of it, it must be the Blue Badger mobile. And it has 3 tyres. So maybe it left those tyre tracks behind. That's simply not possible. Huh? Why? Take a look at the tyres. There's no mud stuck to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain. Oh, gotcha! Good eye! It's a shame I don't see any other clues around. I mean, obviously it was one that was parked here. He's pretty useless. Yeah, they've got the same letters in them, haven't they? How... Not sure what I would deduce. We got some updated profiles. Shilong Lang, age 27. Boasts he has the highest arrest rate in Interpol, in charge of kidnapping case. Sheena, age question mark, gender female. Lang's trusty secretary. Level-headed, she supports him in his investigations. Oliver Deacon, age 50, Amano family butler and Lance's private tutor, was found dead. Mike Meekins, age 24, precinct police officer, was conducting investigation while in Blue Badger costume. Yeah. Hey, can I sit in your chair now? Oh, did you know? I really love this kind of chair, the way it rocks back and forth. When I grow old, I plan to sit in one of these and rock the day away every day. But you don't have to wait, Mr. Edgeworth. You're at just the right age for one. Do I really project myself as someone of that age? that was a burn if I ever saw one. Hey, the kitty! Look at the kitty. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals. Oh. I want to talk to the kitty! It's very important that I talk to this kitty. Can I really not pat the cat? How rude. This cat has the answers to the entire case. Can't even pat the cat. Alright, well, I have to deduce something here, so... I have a feeling it's about the pendant. So what I tried deducing the costumes with the blood. Well, that didn't work. Bad Badger's head. Don't really see anything. Yeah, I'm not sure how any of my evidence is connected to, I mean, I guess I could just show the findings. Really, is that what I had to do? There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Devore. That was really weird that I had to present that. Hey, name number? Hey, name number? No, I haven't taken any acting classes. I'm just kind of making up as I go along. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Hey, we got the pendant. Complete. I really want to ask that Amano guy. Uh-oh. Lance, where are you, sweetie? Excuse me, but you are? But Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. What? Ugh, stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. Pops? His girlfriend? Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends. And, we're not lovers or anything. Well, we haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. Oh. You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. Oh, I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Yeah, how did she find out? Hey Dashiko, how are ya? You're going with Pops because of the ring pop looking ring. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember those ones with that had the candy coming out. Okay. Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. By the way, there's a dead body over there, don't look at that. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Ruh-roh. Oh, that's what were those sunglasses called? Crab glasses or something? Yeah, those are weird sunglasses. Huh. Aw, thanks, name number. Oh, good to hear that, Dashiko. Her name is a reference to lollipops. A common affectionate nickname from Lauren is Lolly. So lollipops. Ah, that's kind of cool. My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. Yeah, we kind of should have let the other officers know. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yep, that guy's really dead. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect. Now. Suspect? Who? Oh, not... No. Oh, okay, Meekins. Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir! I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. But this guy's terrible at his job. Okay, thanks name number. Maybe I'll look into that actually. Meekin's in trouble as usual, yeah. Poor Meekins. Poor Meekins. But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Heh. Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honour as a member of law enforcement? You! How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it! You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Langzi says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Bum bum bum. Shi Long Lang's logic. Aw, thanks, Tag. You can get Meekins done in for murder if you're feeling, yeah, we could die. I guess I do want to see lots of the bad endings. So we'll probably die during this part. But yeah, I found Meekins annoying in the first game, but I don't want him taken in for murder though. He's not as annoying here either, because he doesn't have that bloody loudspeaker. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. This is supposed to be in America, right? Right. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? That is your reasoning? Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? Ha! You don't know. In that case, pay attention, Curly. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honourable ancestor, Langzi. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Langzi developed it as he worked to lock away criminals thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhengfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Hey Shizzle, how are ya? Yeah, it was originally in Japan. They just kind of localized it to try and be America. What's with Edgeworth surrounding himself with animals? Phoenix, crane, wolf, parrot, etc. Yeah. Yeah. What'd you miss? We're in a kidnapping case. So, let's see. Don't think, oh yeah. This is the kidnapping victim, Lance Amano. This is his father who asked us to he asked us to make a drop of ransom money, and we got abducted and attacked by a blue badger. It was terrifying. Sorry, no, it was a proto badger, wasn't it? Yeah, we got tied up, and then this girl showed up and helped us. She claims she's the great thief, Yatagarasu, and she's just invited herself along to be our... Let's change that. She's just invited herself along to be our assistant. You missed that? Yeah, you missed the terrifying badger. It was pretty scary. Yeah, so now we're trying to figure out where the kidnappers went, because they took off with the money. And this guy, he's a guy from Interpol. He's taken over this investigation. We don't know why he's here. He seems to hate prosecutors. But he's trying to take over the investigation, and we're trying to figure things out as well. So we're kind of butting heads with him. That's the main stuff. Oh yeah, we just found the family butler from the guy who got kidnapped, and he's dead. So there's always got to be murder. Kind of odd we don't have a picture of Lance. Yeah, actually, it is. Thanks, name number. Do you have any recommendations of how to pursue it a bit more? Like with learning more about how to do it? I've just been kind of making it up, but I wouldn't mind if there was some actual stuff I could study. That would be cool. Yes, those are the basics. Trying to find the kidnappers. And it seems like the kidnappers may have dressed up as the blue badger to escape. Not really? Ah, okay. That's fine. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? Shilong Lang's logic. Almost said rebuttal. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carried off in my time. So, what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Oh? Then you wouldn't mind telling me a little of what you figured out, correct? I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Not so fast. Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Does she speak, or does she just give him things? Langzi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child on any street corner already knows? It's that... Sheena! The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. Yeah, when you play as Phoenix, everyone seems to hate defense attorneys. Yeah. And now we're playing as Edgeworth, and now we've met someone who hates prosecutors. Ah, okay. Thanks, name number. I never thought about pursuing that. It could be fun, though. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey, you! Show me your gun! Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! Oh god. What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir? Sir? I lost my gun, sir! Oh. How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. So, you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in this garage and killed him here with his gun. You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that it's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. Langzi says, a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Hey! Finally a quote even I've heard of before. Furthermore, Langzi says... Just keep it in your pocket or something. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Shilong Lang, just what sort of investigator are you? But there's no blood at the scene. Actually, should we get a bad ending here and get Meekins? Make it go away? We will. Yeah, let's check out this bad ending. There's a lot of bad endings to check out in this game. It's pretty fun. It just takes a while to get to them because you have to present things over and over. Agent Lang, about this piece of evidence. Langzi says, confidence is like a soul, and words without confidence are but empty shells. You shouldn't waste your breath on words you have no confidence in, Mr. Prosecutor. Although it's just as bad to say something in full confidence and be wrong. Are you going to let him lecture you about your self-confidence like that? I don't need to be overflowing with self-confidence, I just need to think rationally. After all, I only need to be confident in the facts. Save at 1 HP and go through the game like that. Yeah, actually that's a good idea. Whenever you finish a segment, they give you so much health back, so it's kind of funny. That statement just now stands in contradiction to this piece of evidence. That thing has nothing to do with what I was saying. Now put it away! And your logic is so badly in need of repair that you might as well throw it out too. This is the real deal here. Your courtroom mannerisms are worthless at a crime scene. Yerk. You dare to insult the courts? Doesn't like that. Prison the badge. Drink some water while we do this. Can I get a hard mode mod for the game that doubles the damage I take? Does the judge show up in this game? I haven't seen him yet. He might not show up since we don't seem to ever go to court. Objection. Show off the badge. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Now, this is a good level of health to have, I think, so I'll save here. Then we'll game over. So, is this one particularly easy? It has given me a ton of health, but there have been points where it took me a little bit to figure out what the game wanted me to do. Yeah, this is the first time I'm playing through it though, so it might get tough later on. The judge is the real mastermind. I knew it. Yeah. Yeah, these kind of games, it's kind of like a puzzle, trying to figure out what the game wants you to do next. And sometimes you don't quite realise what you need to do. Sorry, Meekins. Not so fast. Some weird logic sometimes that can get you, yeah. Always wanted to play them. Yeah, I'd recommend them, especially with the new HD trilogy released. Because the original trilogy is really good. And there's a line for you in your logic, Mr. Prosecutor. We're leaving now, with Officer Meekins. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What's going to happen to this little patrolman, sir? What do you intend to do to him, Agent Lang? What else? I'm going to arrest him. Mr. Edgeworth! Well, thus the truth was lost for all eternity. What platform is it for? I got it on Steam. It's also on the Switch. I don't know if it's on PS4 or Xbox One. Does anyone know that? It is on PS4 and Xbox One? Nice. So it's pretty much on all the current platforms. It might also be on phones as well, maybe. And on 3DS as well. It is on PS4. Yeah, that's nice. It's a lot of flexibility what you want to play that trilogy on. Alright. The actual answer. So, they're saying he wasn't actually killed here because there was no blood. Okay, is this what I want to show? Yeah. Very little blood at the site. Okay. The HD version is ported from mobile. Ah, okay. Good to know. Objection! Finger waggle. Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You have seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? So you did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Grr. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Ah, I thought he asked Meekins to do that. Yeah, there's quite a few of these games on mobile, actually. I think this one's on mobile, actually. Ace Attorney Investigations. Yeah, I think this one is. Weird. How so? Hey, you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Oh. Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like, I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly? Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too. Meekins' eyes. Meekins' testimony. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badgermobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role, selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. That's kind of flimsy. What is this Blue Badgermobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So, the Blue Badgermobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? Okay. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir. Our Spirit of Justice is on mobile as well? Oh, wow. So you can get most of them on mobile then. If the HD trilogy's there. Is Apollo Justice there? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, so you can get all 6 plus investigations on there. That's cool. You'll have 2 dreams, please. There. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. Alright then, where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir. He must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Outrageous fountain. Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area? It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am. I haven't played Apollo Justice on stream yet. I did play it back when it first came out. Yeah, Apollo Justice is the 4th Ace Attorney game. Yeah, we'll play that one once we're done with the 2 investigation games. Ace Attorney Trilogy is only on iOS, not on Android. That's a shame. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. Well, what did you expect when you dressed like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so... I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badgermobile, sir. Blue Badgermobile was really fun to say. Just gonna drink some water. Alright. Oops, I didn't press that statement. Yeah, press that one. Hold it! What exactly do you mean by selling dreams? So, the Blue Badgermobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweetness like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am, like innocence drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badgermobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am. But I got completely caught up in my role, selling dreams to the children, sir. You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers? No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You want some guilty jawbreakers? Yeah, me too. You're absolutely right. Wow, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crock, sir. Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekins' story. But I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. Meekins really does have the wrong job. Yeah, I agree. How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks. And before I knew it... the good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best, when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir? That's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. One flaw in his story. I'll save. Not sure what the flaw is, but I'll think it through for a bit. So I wonder what dialogue we get if we do something wrong here. Let's find out. Check out my badge. This evidence contradicts your statement just now. So what if it does? Wait up there, Junior. Where is this contradiction you speak of, Mr. Prosecutor? Urgh. There must be something wrong with the way I'm approaching this. Maybe, in reality, you doubt me too, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. But, sir, I'm telling you, I don't know anything, sir. Now I know something is wrong. Officer Meekins is definitely hiding something. Show him the badge again. Ah, same dialogue. Okay. Get my health back. Okay. He was selling stuff. Let's take a look at pamphlet. So the main gate. Okay, Wild West is right next to the main gate, so I can see how that would happen. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Surprised no one wanted a picture of him. The Blue Badger Bible, what does it say? An ally of justice who keeps the peace. But the Blue Badger keeps the peace, but he says a kid wanted to fight him? Maybe that's a contradiction? Hey, we can look at the pendant. It's shaped like a horse. Colin Devore is engraved on the back. It's the victim's pendant, which is shaped like a horse. It's got a real dignified look on its face. That makes it worth all the more. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth! What? Did you find an important piece of evidence? This is made of platinum silver. That makes this thing super valuable. I've seen this type of jewelry at a lot of stores before, so I know it when I see it. Okay, if you ever laid so much as a finger on those pieces of jewelry... What? Me? I'd never do something like that. Is it possible that she has never wanted to steal from a jewellery store before? Well, jewellery stores don't contain the truth, do they? The name Colin Devore is engraved here. I really admire people who carve their own names into a pendant. Oh? And why would that be? You have no imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby? It's not as if I have a wedding band, and I have no interest in accessorizing. I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I can find all around the world. A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different. Proto Badger is super creepy. Yeah, that's the one that its eyes are just missing or something. Well, that's my thought on what the contradiction is. The blue badge is supposed to keep the peace. Alright, so I guess this is this one. Nope. Rip. What do you think, Agent Lang? Are you trying to buy yourself some time? Because I don't see what you're talking about. If you're going to start going on about unrelated matters, I'll just take my suspect and go. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Is this it, sir? Am I under arrest now? But wait, please allow me to hear his testimony once more. Okay. I'm looking for the kidnappers. What else we got? We had the Badgermobile in evidence. Mobile shop on 3 wheels was parked inside the Wild Wild West area garage. I was wondering if we could look at it and see if maybe there aren't any lollies in there. But, yeah. Didn't see any tyre tracks. Maybe that's what we're going for. Objection! Yeah. You'd be too scared to accuse the proto-badge. Yes. This game needs 50 cc's of Judge. Yeah, that'd be nice. I do kind of miss the Judge's absolute silliness. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir? I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the blue Badgermobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? Actually, I had just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realised it, the blue Badgermobile was nowhere to be found, sir. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. I mean, I can see Lang's side here. He claims his gun went missing, his car got stolen, and yeah. But I think we can assume the car was used alright to move the dead body. Well, what? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the blue Badgermobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir, the killer, sir. It wasn't me, sir. Agent Lang, wait. What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you. Truth, schmooth, I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon! I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. Yeah. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. No! Now, be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Oh. Whoop. You agree with Lang until you realise it's Meekins. Yeah! Meekins is too pathetic to ever be able to kill anyone. Well then. Well. Okay. That was a pretty big first segment, 2.5 hours, and my throat's getting kind of sore. So I think we'll finish up Ace Attorney Investigations for today, and we'll swap over to Mario Kart. I'll have a little break first. Actually, is this the point where the Easter egg is? I'll quickly go look at this Easter egg. Otherwise I might forget to next time we play this game. I'll read this dialogue next time we play. Just want to see this Easter egg in case I forget it. Where's my fast forward button? I don't have one. With Meekins' gun disappearing isn't just possible, it's likely. Yeah. Yeah. They probably shouldn't give him one, should they? I really like the music of this game, actually. It's got like really good, chill, investigating music. Gumshoe, I'm trying to look at an Easter egg. Yeah, I'm gonna read all this dialogue properly next time we play. I thought they were going to drag him away again. Yeah, and then we'll swap over to some Super Mario Kart, because I've been wanting to play that for a few days now. Okay, maybe this isn't where the Easter egg is. I think it's after you get kicked out. Yeah. Okay, maybe this isn't where the Easter egg is. Alright, we'll do this next time. Okay, that was pretty fun. This is a interesting little case. Have I played a lot of the Mario Kart games? Only the SNES and N64 ones. I'm playing through the SNES one at the moment, because I don't think I ever managed to beat... I don't think I ever managed to beat it on 150cc, so it'll be fun to actually do that at some point. Okay, so for those watching on YouTube or in the Twitch VODs, I'm going to make a separate VOD for Mario Kart. Let's see, I'm going to get the Super Mario Kart OST going as I go on break. Just a nice little chill game to play while I rest my voice. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Alright. So I'll go on break and I'll do a separate VOD for Super Mario Kart for those who are watching the VODs. Alright, so I shall be back.